Yeah. Sorry, I was just tooling. I got a mic there for you, nice and amplified. Hine matovu manayim shevatayim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim. I know, we're back together again. We got the band back together again. I know. Ken, really, I'm just telling you. Well, we're on stream. I should take the audio off for a minute. And you're definitely getting probably just as much training, more kind of on the job, more practical training than you got at school.
Yes.
You may not learn ichatrope here, but.
At some point in time, should we go inside and try and chase him back out here?
No, we'll let Jill do it. So I've, by the way, told Jill that unless the weather looks bad, I'd like to do it outside for all of August. I mean, when I'm here,
Okay.
August. So you do what you look, because it's easier for you, I think. And I'm not trying to you don't need to add new, wrenches to the toolbox. It's like do whatever you want. But when I'm here, I kind of just think it's nice to be outside. I think it's, we have this time that we can still do it when the lights, when it's still.
Well, and it's wonderful in the shade right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nice place to be.
Yeah. So. I don't think I recognize this woman here. Who's talking to Ned and in the blue dress. I don't know. Maybe she's new. Maybe she's new. Matt Joseph's making the stroll down the aisle here. He's like Cam Scattaboo making his entrance onto Giants training camp field, doing backflips. If I don't land it, do something. How about that guy? I think he's back though, right? Don't you think so? They're saying the Giants are the dark horse to win the NFC East. I don't think so, to be perfectly honest. I think that's a huge overstatement.
I'm going to Commander's training camp on Monday.
Oh, are you?
So I'll give you a full scouting report when I get
back. Yeah, wait. I'm curious about how Mansour Delane looks, and I'm curious about I don't know.
I've been joking with people. I said, I'm going to Commander's training. They invited me up to training camp. I'm going to try out.
Does it cost anything, or do you
not for Monday? It's for season ticket holders. They're trying to give advantages to season ticket holders.
That's nice.
We got 6 free tickets.
And I'm certainly curious. I'm curious about I think Rashad White is going to be kind of the bell cow, not Bill Krosky Merritt. But I don't know that with certainty, but I think so. And I think Jaden Daniels, hoping for a good season from him again.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Matt Josephs is hoping for a bad season from him, but I'm hoping for a good season.
I came home from the beach trip and I took my blood pressure and it was 116/68.
Right.
Which for me, that's unheard of.
Right.
To have that blood pressure reading. I just looked at that and said, wow. Why can't
See,
be
I
like
need
that
to be
all the
going
time?
to the beach all the time. All right. Well, you got 7:02. You know, we should we'll start strumming, we'll start going, and you know, those people who didn't show up, you know, they lose. They
Is the stream back up? You had muted it.
I muted it. It's always been up. I just muted it.
Okay.
So I could, you know, in case you're watching on the stream, I muted it so in case I said anything that was unnecessary or uncomfortable. So, all right, good to see everybody. Really, we got the band back together again. I'm here with Ken. It's you know, I said while over the last, you know, while you were away last week, and but I also told Ken privately that I watched you guys. Sometimes I watched you the next morning because it is 7 hours later over there. And sometimes in the case of actually 2 weeks ago, I was coming back on the train and I used it as a way of staying awake because I was literally fading on the train. But I got to tell you, Ken, you put me asleep when I was. That's right. You put me asleep. But you know what? Literally, AC/DC would have put me to sleep, and Ozzy Osbourne would have put me to sleep too. The fact is that it was so. I said this last week, but I want to say it again here because we're together. That, you know, it's like one of those things about being Jewish, and you just create a community. And then you feel connected to the community from far away, which is what happened to me. Felt connected here, and it was so sweet and so meaningful. And you know, I got to watch the people who were leading the service, not just Ken. I watched the guest leaders also, and yeah, and I just realized just how meaningful it is to feel connected even when you're so far away. So thank you for providing me with the opportunity to feel connected from so far away. And it really is great to be back together again here. And that one expression which communicates how great it is to be back together is Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, which means how good and how beautiful it is to be together, to be joining together as one community. So 129, I think, Hine Matov. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד. All right, so we are going to continue with the candles and kiddush, so you can find it on page 121 and 123. We'll start on 121, or it could be 120 to be perfectly honest. I never remember which one's the English and which one's the Hebrew, but the camera's not on me, but it's okay, it's on you, and that's what matters. Join.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Now we're on 123. This is Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu v'shabbat kodsho v'yahava u'ratzon nimchilanu zikaron l'maseh b'reishit ki hu yom tehillah l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziyat mitzrayim ki banu v'charta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'yahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen.
All right. We're back here. While away, I can't remember if I mentioned this last week or not, but if I didn't, there are new people here, so it's always good to just pretend as if I didn't mention it. And that is that on one of my Shabbatot, I went to a synagogue called Nava Tehillah in Jerusalem. Nava Tehillah is this really fantastic, beautiful place, which, I mean, you pack yourself into the basement of this building, and I know it's most certainly because there were a lot of rabbis on this program I was at in Jerusalem, and so we all kind of went to the same place. But the energy in there was really spectacular, and they do something kind of unique in which they create a whole experience around what's called Kabbalat Shabbat, which is the prayers leading up to the Baruch Hu. And so they spend about an hour on on just stuff leading up to the Baruch Hu, and the music that they sing, which we're going to do 3 in a row. By the way, they're all familiar to you. But whereas we are going to do these songs maybe over the course of 2 minutes each, or 3 minutes, whatever it is, 3 minutes each maybe, they would spend 12 minutes singing each song. So you would have, it would just be a repeat, and it would be louder, and people are singing, and it's there was really a kind of a real energy in the room. And so we're going to do 3 in a row of what they do from Kabbalat Shabbat as well. All of these are relatively familiar to you, but just kind of putting them together and making the connection. So we're going to start with Ya'aloz Sadai, and that's on page 131. Ya'aloz Sadai b'chol asher bo, Ya'aloz Sadai, ay 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 ay, Ya'aloz Sadai b'chol asher bo, Ya'aloz Sadai, ay 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 ay, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, Ya'aloz Sadai b'chol asher bo, Ya'aloz Sadai, ay 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 ay, Ya'aloz Sadai b'chol asher bo, Ya'aloz Sadai, ay 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 ay, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, az yiranenu kol atzeyar, Ya'aloz Sadai b'chol asher bo, Ya'aloz Sadai, ay 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 ay, Ya'aloz Sadai b'chol asher bo, Ya'aloz Sadai, ay 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 ay. They probably would have done it about 12, maybe 15 more times, but we have limits. We're just trying to make sure you keep coming back. So that was the one of a few different inclusions for Kabbalat Shabbat. So the next one, Zamru, page 134. Zamru l'Adonai bechino, bechino bechol zimra. 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 Adonai Bechino Bechino Beko Zimra Samru Adonai Bechino Bechino Beko Zimra. And the last one for now, well, the last one that's part of the Kabbalat Shabbat sequence is Adonai Oz, and that's on page 137. Adonai Oz le'amo yiten Adonai yivarech et amo. Adonai Oz le'amo yiten Adonai yivarech et amo. So we continue now with the Baruch Hu. It's on page 146, and we invite you to please rise. Oops. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Page 150. For those of you who were feeling a little lost from all the Hebrew we've been doing, move over to some English. 150 at the bottom, please join me. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu, v'hem nege yomam v'layla, v'yavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 152, Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Shem kevod malchuto, leolam va'ed. Please be seated. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, 154, b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta baham b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam amzuzot beitecha uv'isha'arecha Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item giroshim leloechem Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim leot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. 157. So this is a reading which I really do love because, in these times in which we feel kind of threatened or vulnerable, when we feel as if we don't know who our allies are, and that's the time when we kind of look to our community for a little help and a little support. And this reading kind of speaks to that. When we feel as if it's a tough world out there, but at least we know we have people around us who care for us and we care for. This reading kind of speaks to that feeling. So allow me to share with you 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt. That there is a better place, a promised land, and that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. That there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. So we are now going to continue with Micha Mocha, which is on 158. Ya la 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 la. Nora tehilo, oseh felech. Nora tehilo, oseh felech. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha. Boke ayam, lit Moshe u'Miriam. Ze'eli anu ve'ameru, Adonai imlo, le'olam va'ed. La la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. On 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. All right, so we continue. Well, first a quick reading, and then we'll continue with the tefillah. So on page 165, also one of my favorites. You know they're my favorites because it's the ones we do. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits. God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. Yeah. So the tefillah begins on 164, which is the facing page, then goes to 166, 168, and 170. Please rise. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Rivka Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha Adonai Sefatai Zika Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel Ha'el Agadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chasdei Ahavot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechayeh Kol Atarav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed Mechayeh Hakol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Fecholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol 170 Atah kadosh Shimcha kadosh Ukdoshim b'chol yom yalelu chasela Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. Thank you. We are on page 175. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, and our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai she'odcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. Page 178, our evening prayer for peace called Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu Hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. So, some new people here. So, or some fresh faces, and then some really old faces here. I meant veteran faces. So, we're going to just share a little bit of the joys that are in our lives and then follow it up with some struggles. But first, we start with joy. And so, only if you want to, but if you've experienced joy recently and you'd like to share it, we would like to hear it. So, all you got to do is raise your hand and tell us a little about your joy, if you have some. Yes.
We had a double whammy of our niece this week. She was flying to a conference, and 2 times this week she had a layover at BWI, so we got to share a meal with her twice this week.
How nice.
Conference was?
Oh, it was Hillel.
Oh, well, a Hillel conference, no less. Where was the conference?
Ohio.
Oh,
Columbus, Ohio.
right. That's great. Two chances, back and forth. Anybody else want to share joy? Yeah, Mari.
Today, I went sailing for the first time.
You went sailing?
Yes.
All right.
And I also met Nick Cannon
I'm familiar with that name.
at the Annapolis Mall.
Wow.
I have a picture.
What's he doing at the Annapolis Mall?
I'm kind of fake. Someone said nice to meet you. I was like, who's that Nick Cannon? I was like, I don't know who he is. And afterwards, I look him up and then show my dad because he knew who he was.
Yeah, I know the name, but I can't tell you who he is. But what I wanted to, like, did you ask him what he was doing in Annapolis?
No, I said, can we get a picture?
Oh, yeah.
And then that's why I have an English accent. And I gave him that story.
Which is you're just pretending. You're acting. You're working on it.
I'm working to not have it. Like, Shakespeare got a hold of me.
Okay. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? By the way, Merv, I know you're listening and watching. That was Mari who was telling you that. Other joy. Actually, right now it's that camera right there. Yes.
My oldest granddaughter recently had the opportunity to go with the Minneapolis soccer team to Sweden to play in the largest youth soccer tournament in the world.
Wow.
For like 30
Wow. Still, either one of those numbers remains wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's funny you say that because, you know, while I was in Israel, the Maccabiah games were being played, which is not although you know what? It actually probably was 40,000 people there. That includes families and stuff like that. But like the biggest Jewish Olympic, considering the fact that we don't have that many real success stories of Jews in sports. Other than Joe and I on the golf course, that's brings everyone a lot of nachas watching us play golf out there. But it's like it was really sweet to see all of these people. And there was one person who I met who played for Argentina's soccer team, and he had been coming to the Maccabiah games for 30 years, has not missed one. And now he was on the 55. He started when he was in his 20s, and now he's on the over 55 soccer team. And he said, and you know, I mean, again, and what's really sweet about this is that, remember, you know, it's not like we're all Jews, and so even though we're kind of rooting for different countries, we're all just rooting for each other out there. And and so he said, you know, he says, look, I've been coming to this for 30 years. And what an incredible thing it is that I continue to be able to come back and participate in this every time. And he started to cry. This is the Argentinian soccer player starts to cry with me on an elevator. And it was just very touching. And you realize that, so 40,000 players, 2,000 teams. Do they have enough soccer fields to have these games. Right, all throughout the continent of Europe, probably. Right, they got space, and it stays light out there until about 3 o'clock in the morning, so you get to play late. What's that? Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. Anybody else want to share joy? All right, let's finish it up. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? Baruch atah Adonai, Gomel Chasadim Tovim. We praise you, Adonai, our God, for partnering with us in the various joys that are in our lives. Amen. Along with the joy, of course, is a recognition that there are loved ones of ours who are not shalom. We just sang about shalom, but do not have that sense of wholeness that we kind of crave. And we have a blessing for them called Misha Berach, a blessing in which we bring to mind loved ones who are in need of healing. And I can imagine that there are a number of people here who are aware of loved ones who are in need of healing. Maybe it's you yourself. I can imagine, for that matter, some of you are struggling kind of emotionally or know someone is struggling emotionally and are still trying to wrap their heads around whether this is healing too. And it is. And so I'm going to share with you a blessing, and then halfway through that blessing, I'm going to look around the room or the patio. And if my eye meets yours and you wish to share the name of a loved one in need of healing, please do so. So the blessing begins, Misha Berach, Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Ve'imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel, and those words mean, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, Hu Yivarech V'Yirapet Kol HaCholim Shalanu, may God bless and heal all of our loved ones who are in need of healing, especially the ones whom we name at this time. So I'll just start looking this way, and when my eye meets yours, feel free to share a name. Let me just add a few names. Chuck Anthony, Lily Rubenstein, Linda Block, Allison Herman, Gwen Walkoff, Robin Zagowski, and Harav Yoshua Ben Meir Vachenya. Vishlach lahem bimhera refuah shalema. May God send them speedily a complete recovery. Refuah tanefesh v'refuah taguf, for healing of body and a healing of spirit. B'toch sha'ar cholei Yisrael, amongst all who are in need of healing. V'nomar amen. If you want to follow along, we're on page 371. Help us find the
Spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We pause now for a moment of silence. Shalom Imroma, Huyas Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Yisrael, Ve'al Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru. Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Yoseh Shalom Ibroma, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Amen. All right, so our service continues on 586 with Aleinu, and I invite you to please rise. Since we don't have an ark here, if you want, you can face Jerusalem, which is that way over there. So if you want, 586, Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gohor aleinu kechol hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Please be seated. All right, so this is the point in our service when we bring to mind our loved ones who have been called to their eternal rest. One loved one from our community has passed away quite recently. We're still in the period of Shloshim, and others whose yahrzeits occur on the Shabbat, the anniversary of their passing. And so what I am going to do is share with you names of loved ones first. And when you hear, if or when you hear your loved one's name, if you wish to rise so we can see you in this moment of mourning, please feel free to do so. Only rise if you wish. And then at the conclusion, I'll invite anybody who wishes to rise because it's your custom or in solidarity, or maybe because you're thinking about someone else right now. So first we remember, we're still in the period of Shloshim for Alan Dolgoff, husband of Edith Dolgoff. And we also remember at this time these loved ones whose yahrzeits occur on this Shabbat. We remember lovingly Roger Levy and Irving Weingold and Leroy Kalish, Gerald Edelstein, Leonard Nichols, Ivy Mull, Paul Meisenberg, Mary Roscoe, Alan Shaner, Elaine Weinstein, Maurice Albert Uter, Karen Ruth Cohn Gubman, Janet Emmerich, Marcus Keats, Harvey Shadur, Stanley Donenfeld, Bernard Glassman, Harold Katz, Lois Levine, Erwin Rubenstein, Elsie Sklar, Esther Brosch, Francis Emmett Cook, Lillian Rose Cook, and Marcus Wagner. And so at this time, if you wish to rise in solidarity, support, or because it's your custom, please feel free to do so. We are on page 598 as we continue with the recitation of the Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechal beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach li'alam u'lamei al-maya, yiparach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiram bi'alma v'imru, amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to every bereaved heart. Amen. Please be seated. Okay, we are almost done. Our service is kind of wrapping up. Thank you so much for being here. Next week, this is a good one. Next week is our Shabbat service with ice cream truck. Sponsored by, I'm not joking, Staten Heating and Cooling. We got to start sponsoring lots of things around here. The Baruch Hu has been brought to you by by Streitz Matzah. The unleavened experience of a lifetime. All right, enough fun for me. So next week, ice cream truck, Shabbat. August 28th, Shabarbecue. But you got to RSVP for, you don't have to RSVP for the ice cream truck. By the way, next week the service does not start at 7, but 6:30 to give you extra time with the ice cream truck. I'm not joking. The Shabarbecue on the 28th is at 6:30 also, and the barbecue's afterwards, but there's an RSVP, so check your weekly email so you can make sure to RSVP for it. We really do kind of have to get a sense of how many people are coming because you got to get food. Okay. Online dues renewal continues. If you need a hard copy mailed to you, please email Penny. And if for some reason you have made the terrible mistake of not yet being on our weekly email list, run, do not walk, run to the telephone on Monday and call up the office to make sure you're on our email list. All right, so we're going to conclude with Motzi and then a final song, which is not in your prayer book. It's Olam Chesed. So first Motzi. Let me just make my way over to this permanent table. Ooh. This does not look like a purchased from Safeway top, by the way. This looks like a Baird Mullen special. So join us and then we'll leave this out for anyone to have. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
All right. So, Olam Chesed. It's not in your prayer book, but words are pretty easy. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. A world of chesed, of kindness, will build. And then the English lines, I will build this world from love, and you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. So, Olam Chesed. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yadadai, dadadai, dadadai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Dadadai, dadadai, dadadai. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. I will build this world from love. And you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, then God will build this world from love. Olam Chesed Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Shabbat Shalom. I neglected to mention a couple things very briefly. I'm so sorry. Thank you to Linda Levinson, Michael Rubenstein for serving as ushers. And thank you to the Temple office for sponsoring, for putting together an Oneg Shabbat here. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And to anybody who watched on our stream, I know Merv's out there. Everybody else, Shabbat Shalom. Nice job. I met Menachem Creditor officially for the first time just a couple weeks ago in Jerusalem. And I said to him, look, we got a lot of things in common, and this, that. But most importantly, I want to tell you that that your song, Olam Chesed, is really important. He said, oh, that's really nice, thank you. I said, you know why? He goes, what? I said, it's the first song I ever played in front of people. And he said, wow, I'm really touched. I goes, it's because it's easy. He said, yeah, I'm not a very good guitar player. It's just easy for me too. I was like, that's great.
I just learned that he wrote that as a response